Welcome to another episode of Deep Thoughts. In today's episode, we had Mac Chi, aka Max, come through. Max is a content creator, YouTuber, Instagrammer, TikToker. He does it all, and he's a member nonstop. I hope you enjoy this episode. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you. What do y'all think about, like, the difference between keeping, like, filtering what you see, like, in the world? Like keeping your filter, like in terms of you're not watching like bad news or like the news that typically they show just bad things or things that would make you fearful. Slash from there, and then the other side of that would be like ignoring like the suffering of others.
Empathetic, empathy.
Yeah, like because there's people in like other countries or even in this country where certain groups or people face hardships and struggles. I mean, and some of that you can see in the news or in social media if you're looking at certain places. So my question would be: is it wrong, or is it wrong to filter yourself for like basically what you see, to take care of your mental health, and not even just take care of your mental health, but like,
to be honest, there's a saying called, I think it's all fair in love and war, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna put that like word for word, but to protect your mental health, you can do anything like you want to do because it's yourself. Like there's people that even go as far as to like eliminate certain family members from their daily, like they don't even talk to them anymore, just to take hold of that sanity. So not watching the news, and if that protects your mental health, then you got to do it. I don't watch the news. Last time I watched the news was Telemundo when I was like 11. Before watching the soap opera with my mom. And since it was a Spanish network, the first thing they put on the news, Spanish country suffering. And then what are people that watch? The first thing they're gonna do is like, oh my God, go into a panic shock because they see themselves.
But my question is like, because if you do that constantly or all the time, what happens when like the suffering is like really affecting people? And maybe there's something you could do to help. Because, for example, like right now, I don't have any social media, or I don't watch news mostly. Like, I mean, I keep track of stuff a little bit, like what's going on in the world, but not entirely. So what if, let's say I do that for my whole life, and like there's a war or something, or there's like genocide of people. Would that be wrong that I have to do that? Do you think? Or is it wrong? Is it just privilege?
I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us in here are like good people that want to help people. Like you wouldn't want to, like if somebody was getting killed right now in front of you, you wouldn't just sit there and watch them, right? Yeah. But if you can't, you say you want to help, but I don't think you would help, so it's better just not even to talk about it. Keep that negativity away from yourself. Because in actuality, you can help. Mm-hmm. Like all the countries, like, what are you, let's say North Korea. We was talking about North Korea the other day. North Korea is in a bad situation. You have the ability to just take a plane over to South Korea and bomb and rush the gate. Right?
Don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. But
I mean, that wouldn't do anything though. That wouldn't solve it.
But that's like you helping, like in a sense, to some people that would be like you, like if you really like.
That would be dumb. That would just be dumb.
But how else would you help?
I mean, for North Korea, I mean, you can like advocate for them, spread awareness about the issues they face. But I mean, it would take people in like positions of power to actually do, because you might require military force.
who decides whether something is good or bad?
I'd say there's two answers to that.
Mm-hmm.
There's the individual, and then there's the group.
Society.
And I mean, yeah, and then like group, it doesn't have to be our society, but yeah, like a group.
So when you speak about wanting to help, whose choice is that? Is that your choice on whether you help?
Yeah.
Whatever, if it's a person or cause or whatever, is that your choice or is that the group's choice? The society, the whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's on you, bro. You don't have to look outside to say, okay, yo, hey guys, should I be helping?
I finished the questions.
Alright.
Where's that phone?
It's on top of the light. It's where the light is.
You hit his phone away? Yeah, that's funny.
You do that so they could do their homework.
So, yeah.
I scream at mine.
I didn't even know you started this, bro. To be honest. But who decides? Like, are you waiting for society to tell you whether or not to move, to do something, to feel some type of way? If not, then it's on you. So it's not like, I don't feel like that's a question for the masses. That's a question for you.
For an individual.
Yeah.
Opinion.
If you want to help, if you feel like there's something that you can do to help, and you want to, then go. If you feel like there's nothing that you can do to help, and that you would rather want to protect your sanity or work on you, then do that. I mean, you being one man, I doubt you could like,
overthrow
you know,
the
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But that was like a very extreme. I'm very extreme with my examples.
Yeah, but
I know that.
Not just that, but I'm saying like extreme. I don't know, man.
With a spear, bro. With a bow and arrow, bombard.
You can't put that on other people. Like it's.
For example, let's use an example. So World War II, the U.S. originally did not enter the war until I'd say like there were already people in concentration camps dying, like getting burned to death.
Years have passed.
Okay.
So
would you
so
have
like
liked?
that.
Would you? All right. Let's just say no. Put yourself there.
Put myself in that.
Put yourself there. So let's say
in America,
you're running a country.
I'm running a country.
And you know, across the world, there's conflict. There's hella shit that's going on that doesn't include you, and it's been going on for years. Now, you making a move, sure, it would probably ensure victory, or even a swaying of the odds.
It'll free people.
But now, you're including your people. You know what I'm saying? Like the same your group, your family, or whatever, who were probably just doing their living their regular lives, but now you're putting them into that predicament.
No, with war is very, very, very is a very delicate topic. Just like in a fight, like let's say fight is a war, right? So you and Jason are in a fight, 1-on-1. What happens if one of your friends jumps in? One of your friends is gonna want to jump in and help out, right? Mm-hmm. So in war, let's say if the U.S. would have came in and helped during that war, another big like Russia would have came in and jumped in even better. Oh, you trying to bully? Even though because they were, I guess they were like in ties. Even though they didn't like agree with what they were doing, you my homie, I'm gonna back up and then we're gonna talk later. But we would have died. I wouldn't be here right now if the U.S. would have came in early. Nukes would have been fired.
I mean, I know where you're getting at. I know what you're talking about. But I'm speaking of.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But then it goes to what happens when. Because there's a quote. I don't know how to quote. Like, they came for. I think it's about World War II. Like, they came for the Jews and I didn't speak. Then they came for another group. I didn't speak. Then they came from another group and I didn't speak. And then the last part of the quote is, then they came for me and there was no one to speak. And then it plays to that. Like, because what happens when you don't do nothing and then it comes knocking at your door.
It'll be too late.
But that's not the point that I'm trying to make. I'm not saying it's right to do something or it's wrong to
To not.
to
And,
not
and
do
that's the
anything.
dilemma.
But what I am that's when you start including out. Okay, I'll bring this in. I'll try my best to make it correlate.
All right.
Okay, so if you say, all right, it's me, like Flamo. Let's just say I have an afro, like I did before.
Mhm.
Now internally, me myself, I'm saying, yo, you know what? I want a haircut. I want to cut all my hair off, start anew, fresh, like go new. But then the outside noise comes in. Yo, man, maybe you shouldn't cut your hair. Maybe you should do this, or maybe it's split. Half of the people are like, cut your hair, do it. The other half is like, nah, don't cut your hair, keep it. So now I'm weighing my choice on other people, on outside source, rather than myself.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're like swayed by you're easily swayed by anything. You know what I'm saying? So to tie this back, bro, if you want to help, I'm not saying you like just for the sake. If an individual wants to put themselves in a position to, you feel me, like to help for a greater cause, then go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But that has to be your choosing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, the same way you join an army, if you want to go help and fight for a cause or whatever, we all had the choice. We could have all been in the military, but we chose what? Not to, right?
I didn't want to charge you.
All right then, like it's the same thing. The same thing goes into account. There's suffering all over the world, and there will always continue to be suffering. Some will involve you, some will not. Bro, regardless, everybody's life is gonna have some amount of, pains and hardship.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's gonna go through that. Everybody's gonna face that. You're gonna have some people who jump in, who get on your boat and help you. You're gonna have some people who don't, who look the other way.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way in your life, dude. You see people around you all the time. You may see a homeless man who doesn't have anything, who's with a sign, yo, I need food now. Anything helps. One day you give them something, one day you don't, but it's your choice. And the same thing, like, it plays, bro, for everything. Life is choice. But it's your choice at the end of the day.
Not put your best interest in heart, but like do it for you. Don't do it for other people. There's people that just help because it drives them. It's like they're addicted to getting gratified.
Yeah. I mean, but if you're in a position and you feel like you want to make some serious change, i.e. LeBron, you know what I'm saying? He has a whole school. Do it. Or deep pockets, do it. Why not?
Yeah.
You feel me? If you don't, you broke as hell, you in debt. Why the fuck would you try to build a school? Like, it's you know what I'm saying? But whatever, bro. It's on you. I feel like that answers your question.
It is on you. I mean, that's true. But then what happens when everybody's just out there just for themselves?
Everybody's
Yeah,
out
we
there.
then it's just a
Borderlands.
free for all. Yeah,
It's a Borderlands type.
It's a free for all.
Some capitalist shit. Like, it's when, I don't know, everybody wants to just...
Crab is in the bucket.
Yeah, man, everybody... I don't know, bro. I mean, if you just look at your land in general, right? Even where we're in Florida. Like...
Florida.
We're in Florida, where it's all...
in South Florida, bro. It's a different state.
It's all about you, bro.
What is it? I mean,
It's all about you.
I mean, everybody here is out for themselves. In a sense. What is it? Dog eat dog world? What's the saying?
I don't know, man.
Dog eat cat. I don't know. Dog eat
Cat eat dog, Florida, man. So,
I mean,
yeah.
Florida,
Give a
crazy.
dog a cat, he eats a day. Teach a dog how to catch a cat, that man eats forever.
As long as there's cats.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if the dog big, yeah. But cats are fighters. They hunted.
Man, listen, dog. It depends how big we going with cats, dog. There's some huge cats.
If you go with the real cats, you get a lion.
Some big cats on it. What's the biggest dog? A wolf? What's the biggest?
A wolf is in a dog.
Yeah, wolf.
What's the biggest dog then?
Probably like 60.
Like a husky.
What depends what you mean by
is it a
big?
dog very Yeah.
I mean, that's if you believe in evolution.
They are from wolves. Like they hand breeded them.
Yeah.
Because it was easy.
'Cause
Like it
that's-
only
you
took
just-
35 generations, which is like 20 years, of them breeding wolves for tameness.
You took a wolf and you said, all right, you know what? I want to make a home wolf, and then you
It's great. All they did was
like a
they
dog.
they had wolves, and what they did was they bred the ones who were the nicest with humans.
The most
Yeah.
docile.
So they stood next to the wolves, the nicest one, bred. Those kids, they did the same thing, and they did it for 35 generations, and then you get little puppies
There you go,
running
man.
around,
You get man's best friend.
which is crazy. I
But
wonder.
it really is man's slave.
Or maybe the man is the
Are
slave
we
to
the
dog.
slave to the dog? Because we are one. The humans are the ones that pick up after them. They poop poop.
No, but
What if the humans are the ones on the leash?
no, it's the cats though. It's the cats.
Cats are more self sufficient. They don't need to be walked. They just in a litter box. Put them in the corner.
Cats are just manipulators.
But the dog, you actually have to walk them.
Feed
You
them.
gotta pick up their poop.
It depends, cause you can raise it. You can raise a
Bathe
cat
them.
from like birth, basically from a little
To
kid,
walk
and get it to be
a walker.
a freaking dog, bro. Like literally,
Yeah, I probably.
you can get your cat could be your best friend. Always want to be around you. Always
Although-
chilling with you.
They don't. They
all have
wouldn't be like the lovey-dovey like the dogs though, because dogs, they
Bro,
I've seen some cats that like to cuddle. I need
personalities,
some cats
bro.
that
they do. Yeah.
they like to
They
cuddle.
all have different a variety.
I had a cat. He liked to cuddle. He always wanted to be the big spoon.
I had a cat like
the
that.
big spoon. He would hold me from the back. You know?
I had a cat like that. I met a kitten like that loved to just be around you. Like, what? Cats are cool. Cats are real cool, man.
Cool.
And then that be on some bullshit.
What the hell that say?
But cats are trash. Nah, man. Cats are amazing.
If I had to pick one over the other one, it would be a dog. But cat's cool.
Cats are real cool.
I like some cool
That's how I
cats.
So back to the original question. So it would just fall on the individual. But do you have a? Is it right or wrong though?
That's what I.
To help, not to help.
Yeah.
Who's to say, bro?
And
To
I
the
mean,
person
like-
you're helping, it'll be good. But to the person that you're not helping, it'll be bad in a sense. You know, like
Yeah.
Who's to say? All right.
I mean, because he has perspective.
So-
It's very situational.
They have the study, right? I don't think whatever it was, but whatever. So it's a homeless man who is going around asking for $5 or $20, whatever,
Mm.
just money in general. You give the homeless man money,
Yeah.
and he turns around, maybe he flips it, he gets some food off of it, or he makes, he does good with the money. There's another homeless man who got in his position because, you know what I'm saying, because of some bad choices or bad dealings. So now, maybe he's a drug addict. He's addicted to some sort of drug.
Mm-hmm.
You give him his money, and now he continues his inhibition. Like he continues to go down that route.
Yeah.
So, was it right for you to give him the $5
it was right. 'Cause you gave
to continue to make that bad choice?
I mean, you didn't know he was making that bad choice. You wanted to help.
Exact. So
So
what
your
is
conscience is-
so what is bad and what is good? Maybe you see him the next day and he's strung out. He's
Would you
going,
give?
he's going wild.
would you give him another
some
dollar?
Would you
No.
give him more? But
I
that's
said another dollar.
would you give him more money?
Nah.
All right then. Like it's
Like that's
you probably think, damn, I made a bad. Why did I do that? That was bad.
I mean, yeah. Like, what if you paid for him to overdose?
Potentially killed him. Now damn, that was bad. I just killed someone.
No, but that's a crazy way to guilt yourself.
No, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But you're putting yourself into guilt, saying, damn, man, should I be helping these people? Everybody's suffering around the world.
Yeah.
Now you're in guilt. Damn, I should be helping more.
Yeah.
Like, it's on you. It's
But
our choice.
The problem is, I mean, I said this earlier. Like, if everyone thinks of that, though, then we're gonna get.
I don't think everyone's
Yeah,
because
yeah.
just look. I
Everybody's
mean, you can use.
I mean,
Bro,
I'm not saying because that's an extreme. That's an
No.
extreme. Yeah.
it's like saying, okay, if everybody thinks positively
Yeah.
and everybody's trying to help you, but
We'll
you
all
know,
be good.
do you think so? Because there's people who believe that they're doing good, when in actuality they're doing more harm than good. So
Hitler thought he was doing good.
someone may see
It's all
you
perspective.
on a sad day and they take you in, kidnap you or some shit and try to like, you know what I'm saying, give you help.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. You know, like what? Yo,
You need some help.
bro, you need help. I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna bathe you. I'm gonna make you feel real good. You need help. Like what? Come on,
A
man.
homeless man.
Anybody? Yeah, whatever. There's extremes for everything, bro. There's no right or wrong. It's all, I don't know, man.
So just do your own thing.
I'm
Be
not
nice.
saying do your own thing. Just
Be nice.
what do you choose,
Do
bro?
what
If
you
you want to help.
Yeah, that's what.
There's a saying.
Be like.
But what if you help for the wrong reason? Like help for clout. Because you have those people that we're around Thanksgiving time that they give food to the homeless because they're helping. But they make a whole production out of it and invest in camera, and then they post all over social media like, I'm feeding the homeless.
That's a whole different.
We could do it minus the cameras.
That's a whole different conversation.
I want to actually volunteer at a soup kitchen, and I stopped looking for one, but I'm gonna start looking again.
That's a whole different conversation.
With a hairnet, it's gonna make the sound when I put the mashed potatoes. Can I get some more? Next.
This man, he buys one hamburger but has a whole film crew. Lights on. All right.
The boom mic. Get the boom mic.
Hey, get it right.
Get it out the shot.
Here's a burger. Oh my God.
He's $1.
Y'all got that? Hey, say that again. They didn't catch it. Say it again.
Oh wait, that's my burger. Yeah.
You had those people, but then there's another. That was a long time ago. I saw a YouTube video. A guy bought like a whole bunch of Taco Bell and went to one lady, and like he just sat down with her. They had a man, like one homeless lady, and like put like a picnic blanket on the floor and just had a conversation with her on camera. And I guess that, in a way, provided awareness for the homelessness in that area. You know.
Yeah.
So that's a good way of like recording. But it's just people that just like take it, bro. And if you don't take it, they'll probably get mad at you. Bro. Smile, bro. Show your teeth.
I don't know, bro. Like I said, what's good, what's bad. I don't know, bro. I'm in my shoe. Like I know what I could do, or I know, whatever. Like I only know about me because I can get like stories or different people's perspectives on things all day. But if that's not me, or if I don't see the, how do I say it? Yeah, if that's not me, if I wasn't there, if I'm not the person who did all of that, who's to say what they did was wrong? Even if it was filmed, even if it was, sure, it's filmed, fine, cool. They got clout off of it. But that homeless dude ate that day. You know what I'm saying? Got some food, got some money, $50, $100, whatever.
Toothbrush.
Yeah.
So I can't say shit. Like all I can do is be me. And I feel like the way we're going with this whole connected all the time, everybody's gonna criticize you for any and everything that you do, especially the more eyes you have on you. You could have the best I don't know, like mindset or train of thought or whatever, like however you come into a situation, for you it could be the best. Like, okay, yo, you know what? I just want to do something positive today. And somebody else around the world, across the freaking 7 seas, could look at that and say, oh no, this person is doing this for that reason. They'll throw their own, like they'll start to project onto it. You know what I'm saying? Put their own 2 cents on. Bro, what?
Yeah, that's inevitable, I feel. Because, I mean, there's so many people in this world, and like now that we're connected through social media, there's bound to be something that people disagree with you about.
Dude, some people wake up.
Like some people gonna be like, I don't like that shirt.
Some people wake up with a negative lens.
When you do that, you just gotta smile. You like, man, I ain't even like it either, but I was gonna put another.
But it's not even that like they're super negative, but it's like not everybody likes that shirt or likes this shirt or likes that shirt.
Of course, but I'm saying like. But somebody has that layer of, hey, whatever I see, I'm gonna criticize. Like I have to put my opinion on every and anything, regardless if I love it or hate it, doesn't matter. I have to talk about that.
Yeah.
I feel like the killer not the killer, but what really changed the whole
Social media.
It's not social media. It's the comment section. I feel like it's the comment section. It's the fact that everybody gets to have an opinion.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And regardless if it's good or not.
That's how it is now.
Because they don't have a dislike button, but you can just comment and be like, hey, man, you ugly.
But I mean, you could just keep it, like, turn it off.
Keep it kosher.
And that would just keep comments to friends only.
No, but what I'm trying to say, I'm not saying comments is bad, of course.
Yeah.
Comment away. Do whatever you want, you know?
No.
But in a sense that...
Now everyone has a voice, yeah.
I think not just the comment section, in general, social media changed the individual. Before, you could just do it for you. Now there's no way of escaping you not doing something for somebody else. Like every decision you make, you're thinking about how would it affect somebody else.
I kind of
Some people you don't even know.
But I feel like it's always been like that. But you wouldn't see it, and what I mean by that is like there's always a norm of like the group wherever you live, be it like this, maybe it's like by region or by city or by state or by country. That they have a set of norms, and more than likely than not, people tend to try to fall into those norms, you know?
Yeah.
That's why people go to school and get a job and stuff like that, because, you know, they try to follow the norm. And then now with social media, though, norm is like whatever pocket you're in. Whatever, like if you're in a pocket of, influencers, you're going to be trying to do influencer stuff.
The ads they throw at you subconsciously, like you just look at it. Every time you scroll up, every fifth scroll is an ad of something. Yeah. And you see that ad so many times, like, damn, I like that. I want to do
it. They know.
They know. That's that J. Cole.
I mean, that's what they want to do, though. Like, they want you to, they try to learn you to give you ads that you'll engage with and they'll make money. That's their whole purpose. And they do a good job, so. Good job.
That's why I bought this shirt. No, I bought this shirt in the mall. Zoomies, I think. No. I don't know. I forgot what store it was.
But dang, man.
Like me, bro. Like the norm, you gotta have at least one black friend, and
that's the norm.
That's the norm. But like,
I ain't get that.
Nah, I'm playing on.
I'm a hat man.
I'm a hat man.
I'm a hat man. We do what hat man do. But social media is real everywhere, bro. Like I don't even know. Like couples. A couple back in the day in the 60s, you don't really have much options. It's just what you have. You go to work, you come home, you lay down with your wife. You could probably cheat on the way there. But now in social media, you got all these options to cheat. Which I mean, that's what social media did. Social media did, like you said, like in going to the norms or this, social media amplified all of that.
Yeah, but bro, that's one way to look at it, because it opened the door for a lot of different things. Okay, so for an example,
people been cheating regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People been cheating regardless, but now it got amplified. You got more options.
But that's for everything though. So if you look, if you want to go extreme, right? And if you want to go extreme, so the guy who is your neighborhood kidnapper, or pedophile, has options now. He can pull up that app. You know what I'm saying? Any app, whatever, social media.
A pedophile app.
He can pull up an app, and now he has hella options. You feel me? Yeah, like it's not just one thing. It's for everything. It's whatever you decide to like put your awareness on and focus on. Okay, damn man, now cheaters are really cheating. Like, it goes everywhere.
I just put cheater as an example. I said, but it amplified everything as a whole.
Man, but
Like you just said, it amplified that. It amplified the norm.
I feel like-
fitting into a norm.
but check it.
It amplifies what you see a lot of. Because I feel like social media, you can get in a hole where you see a lot of. Because they'll feed you what you like, and they'll feed you similar content. And you tend to follow like things that are similar. So you end up in a hole, and whatever you see in that hole, that's what, you know. Because in social media, you can end up in like a community where, oh, everybody reading now. Like, I don't know, some weird community. Or like everybody's into, I don't know, or like, oh, K-pop. You could K-pop is a big one now.
And they'll just be all over your feed.
And you'd be like, dang, K-pop is popping now. Like,
Damn, K-pop is lit. No, your algorithm is lit. Like,
it's
yeah,
everywhere.
of course,
You'd be like, K-pop is everywhere.
yeah.
And
That's the way it goes, though, bro. That's the way it goes, man. And this new age, I feel like it's all, since everything's gonna be on an app, it's all gonna move towards an image.
an image. I mean, yeah, it's already there.
An image. So it's like, what I mean by that is
A status.
well,
You gotta look good. That's what you're saying. Like, that's
it
what
doesn't
image-
matter. You can look good, you can look bad. It doesn't matter. It's like, but that's your image.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, for an example, if I hold on to an idea long enough and I encapsulate it to where I dress like this, I look like that, I speak like it, now this is what
You are.
you all believe that I am.
Mm.
Even if I don't believe it internally, like this is what you all believe that I am.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I am now.
Like
It's an image, man.
this dude took it to heart. What's his name? The guy, the Lil Nas X. Everybody was like downing him. Like not everybody, but like a lot of people were downing him for being a homosexual. Is that a word? Is that a good word to say?
Yeah.
I don't
You
get.
can say gay, he gay.
He was gay, so he went and he turned that on his head. Even though he doesn't feel himself like a hardcore 100%, but he encapsulated it and he's making people mad now because he's like, oh, you say I'm gay, all right, I am gay, but now you're gonna see me extra gay.
Yeah.
So he turned it on his head.
I'd say the thing about image. I mean, I feel like there's always been an image. Because let's say you're like people were an accountant. You're like, oh, your image is you're an accountant. So you make a decent amount of money. Or if you were a lawyer. Or if you were a janitor, your image was you a blue collar worker.
But doesn't the image change by person? Like me, I'm an accountant.
But it wasn't as a
You're
Right, it wasn't
an
as-
IG model. You're used to dealing with drug dealers and
I was talking about the past.
and this whatever, right? I'm an accountant. You see me, I'm probably just like a smart dude that doesn't make that much money because you used to like rapper money. You're a construction worker or a McDonald's worker, and you see me as an accountant, and you look up to me like, damn, but he got a nice image. So you see, like every person sees your image different, right?
Yeah, and that I mean, I feel like it's always been like that because in the past, you know, when there was no social media, you would see people, and I feel like the image off top, because that's just the way we are, is like what they do for work.
The occupation.
Yeah, and
Where you live to.
and that's probably why people stress, like you go into certain ones, like you know, like older people, they always wanted, well, they typically want people to be like a doctor or a lawyer or
They just want you to go to school.
something. Not just that, no, but they want you to be a doctor or like in the past. Now
Alright.
it's getting more open.
Alright,
but
so
they wanted you to have that image.
here's what I mean by it. Yeah, you're absolutely right, but here's what I mean by that image too. So how I grew up with a whole bunch of like kids my age. You feel me? Like, and every day we linked, especially on the weekends.
I
If
grew up with old heads.
it was
I was hanging out with 80-year-olds.
it was fun. It was fun,
That's
right? It wasn't about doc whatever, you know.
Yeah,
It wasn't about any of that. It was just about having fun,
Yeah,
being.
I mean, you're a child. You're a child. I mean,
But even as a kid though, even as a kid, you seen that cool kid who could do something. You know what I'm saying? That you wish that you could probably do. For an example, everybody as a kid, you want to run fast. If you got your legs, you want to run fast. You know what I'm saying? You want to you want to run. So you see the kid in the group who's speeding, you're like, damn, oh my god, he's so fast. Or maybe there's another kid in the group who's talented, like he draws. You're like, oh my god, he can draw.
Yeah, I feel like it.
So
not any, but
that wasn't necessarily about image. That was more of, yo, you have a talent or a skill.
Come be my friend.
Yo, I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to be around you, or I want that. I want to practice and get that too. Now it's especially with social media and kids that are growing on social media, it's changing to where even they want an image now at a very young age.
But that's just the parents.
Even they want, even the parents.
No,
even the parents will come over to you and say,
"That's the parents' fault." Yeah,
you should be like him.
Like,
that ain't never happened to you? I ain't never happened to me. I'm just saying, like,
you should be like him.
no, like, let's say you have like a very,
like a friend,
or like a friend or like a family member that, let's say you and somebody close up in your family grew up, and then one of them turns to be a doctor, and then you like, man, you should be a doctor too, but look at him. Or
like compare you.
So that's where the parents come into play.
Yeah, man, but I don't know. Image is becoming a really big thing.
I mean, it is. I mean, yeah, if you're on social media, that's all social media is. Well, at least Instagram.
It's a highlight reel.
It's just an image of you.
You're not gonna show yourself in the bathroom popping a squat.
Yeah.
You're gonna show yourself out and about.
Nah. Okay.
And then you're gonna alter the brightness of the picture too.
Let me jump in, bro.
What?
Cause look, you might not do that. But there's people who are like, so here's.
Well,
if
we're speaking in generality, people aren't doing that.
But here's what I'm speaking. No, but here's what I'm talking about though. The person who isn't following, the person who isn't in line, bruh. The one who's doing their own shit, moving their own way. You a hella attention, cause now you not like us, bruh. What are you doing over there?
Getting banned.
You are not acting like us. I'm not talking about like squatting or some shit.
Not
like
like
just
twice.
doing different. You're different. You're not a part of this collection. You're not a part of this collection. You're doing your own shit. So in that time, you probably hating on that dude. Yo, man, that dude ain't like us, man. He's this or she's that. Nah, man. Over time, you gain this originality that people love you for. In the early stages, they hated you for this shit. They hated you for being your own person, for being you.
I think I seen a quote or something like that it was like, first they hate you. No, first they hate on you, then doubt you, something, and then they ask you how you did it. I don't know the long word, but it goes from them like doubting you.
They hate you, then they love you.
First they go from doubting you to asking you, hey bro, like how you did it, man? Teach me.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. But this goes full circle back to that whole image thing, and why I even brought up the whole kids, and why the earlier kids, right? I'm just talking about me, and growing up, how there wasn't really I wasn't really dealing with that whole image shit. Like I wasn't really around that whole vibe of, hey, be like this, be like that. It was more so if you have something that you love, if something that you want to create, you want to manifest, bring into existence, go about it. Go about doing that.
Well, I feel like you feel lucky then.
And I didn't.
Yeah,
I was just outside playing. Come home.
Well, I feel like
that's what I
go back out, play the next day.
Well, not just that, but like
they'll never be like, man, what you want to do with your life?
Yeah, like you're told when you not specifically, but you're like let's say, I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I wanted to interject with.
You're always told though,
but
and then you even stick. No, not wasn't not. Oh, I didn't hear that. you follow the shit that you actually want to do rather than, see all of the choices in front of you and pick one of those.
I recently blew up out of a bubble where I thought I was being told what to do, but I've never really been told what to do my whole life. Like, it's just been me. I put myself in a box myself. Like, I think these people want me to do this or they want me to do that, so I do it. But nobody has actually like verbally said, "Hey, do this, do that." And I feel like that's where I went wrong, and now I'm starting to learn more. Like, you can do what you want. Yeah, that's probably where what happened to you too. Like, nobody told you what to do. Follow your dream, follow this, or not even a dream. Do what you like. I've never done what I like.
Man,
This podcast, Andrew. He's like, even this podcast, I didn't even like this.
Y'all boys, this is the end of the episode.
But I mean, the images, the image thing is true, and I think, to be honest, I like social media for what it really is, because the way I see it is,
Where to connect?
yeah, it's a way to connect, and not even I feel like it's something where you should spend a lot of time on, because like you mentioned, it's a highlight reel, like especially Instagram, like it's just a place to upload pictures of stuff like that, and if you're on there all the time, then all you're gonna see is people highlights. You'll be like, oh, why don't I have highlights 24/7?
even that though.
If you see a person with a whole bunch of filters, right? Maybe they under the filter they have like blemishes or whatever, but then you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, damn, I got blemishes.
Even that.
Their face is
What
smooth.
about that?
Even that though. Like,
What about that though? Then
is everybody like that? Does everybody start to
compare,
break down, and do?
the majority, a lot of people. That's where a lot of depression comes from. All these little kids growing up, they're growing up with depression.
That's cool. I know of course, there's always going to be people who have a problem, who you know what I'm saying, who's dealing with a problem because of a new.
There's no way to escape it, because even the sense, I don't know. I mean, I don't know them personally. I don't know like what's going through their mind. I never talked to them, but rappers like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, they leave social media for a time because you need it. Because there's no way of escaping that comparison. If you see it every day, there's no way you're not gonna compare.
let me ask you, as a celebrity, you probably shouldn't be on social media. It's for your own health, like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way of escaping you not comparing yourself to somebody else. Like, damn, this man getting all these. Even you, I'm a big time rapper, and you're a big time rapper, and I'm going on, and I don't know, I'm scrolling, and I see your page, you getting 1 million likes on your picture, and mine only got 500,000. I'm gonna die. Like, why am I not getting 500,000?
No, but that, I mean, when you do that though, you're already looking for a comparison. Your comparison.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So many times of looking, you're gonna eventually draw that comparison. You're gonna want to compare, and then the people, I don't know. That's
I mean,
what I
I get you. I see what you mean, but what? Okay, so getting on social media to look at what? At other people's shit?
That's what you do. I mean, that's what I just. Well, not most of the time I spend on social media is watching memes or funny videos. But sometimes I just be like,
I mean,
scroll.
they come up.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Like, people's stuff come up, like while you're scrolling.
Like,
right?
you don't go directly into a page or like look them up. They just scroll up.
I mean, it's good.
I mean,
I feel like it's good as long as you don't spend too much time on it, then you'll be all right. Cause it's a really cool place to like share pictures of yourself, and you can see pictures of your friends. You know what they're up to.
Talk to people you haven't talked to in a minute. Some of them ask for money.
Or, I mean, if you don't want friends,
No
you
reason,
can,
right?
you
I
can
don't got
follow people or like subjects that you're interested in, stuff like that. As long as you don't get lost in it.
Like the book club, you say you went to the book club. You probably would find it on social media if you didn't hear about it yesterday. If you were scrolling, you like books, because y'all like to read, right? Like, well, y'all did. I don't know. I like to read now. I'm a book reader.
What is that? I just signed up for Audible. How much I do with an audiobook? Because I can't read audiobooks I want to read. Well, I could, but it's too much time.
Read? So you just gonna listen to it?
No, I'm gonna read a book, and at the same time I have an audiobook, because it's just like a podcast. I mean, not at the same time. I'm not going to read it. But like, I'm gonna be reading them in the same time area or whatever. With them, you know.
Say what you was gonna say, like the rebuttal to my
I know better than
no,
I'm good.
to me, John, you was gonna say something, but I don't know if you said it about the
Maybe
comparison.
because
About
you're
like you not.
Cause it's an extreme, maybe.
No, it's
You know,
I don't know, bro. Like sure.
Every time we say extreme, I feel like something should pop out the wall.
Like there's no way to not like you're doing it so many times. Like there's no way to not eventually go to comparison. That's what I was saying. Like doing it so.
Well, I mean, if you're on it like 24/7, but if you have like if you know not to compare, then you should be all right. But I mean, if you're on there like 8 hours, then probably eventually it'll happen. If it becomes your life.
Everybody's just different, bro. Like everybody just has a different way of living, of viewing the world, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody, and if it's just you and how
we
you
are saying though, we are human.
If it's just you and how you see the world, right? And then, but you use that same perspective for everything. So even the way you see somebody else and you put your way of thinking in front of everything that they do, you know, you'll believe, oh, yo, what they're doing is wrong. But that's you using your lens, basically. You know what I'm saying? But to them, they may be thinking, all right, you know, I have to do this in order to get to where I need to go next in life, or do this or make this move. So they have a whole completely different mindset. So the person, I ain't no scientist, I ain't no behavior, whatever. So the person who picks up the phone, they may not have like a whole bunch of stuff to compare, you know, like a whole bunch of people to compare with them. Yeah. They may not have that. They might not even see it like that. They might just see a picture and be like, oh my God, Sassy, I remember Sassy. We used to go to the mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas somebody else may see it, Sassy, but oh man, I remember this. No man, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is different.
I think
everybody is different.
I would say is when I feel like the comparison really hits is when you're younger, because I feel like generally speaking, when you're younger, you want to fit in. Yeah, like you're not sure of yourself, and like you want to fit in, so you like compare and you try to see, well, oh, I'm this or I'm that, like, you know. That's what I would say, because when you mentioned that, I was like, oh, older people they use social media like that, like, oh, look at Jimmy from back in the day.
That's what I was gonna do, the comparison. Like it was like your regular. The first one was like an old lady voice, and the second one was like a.
No, it doesn't matter. The first one could be an 18, 20. Bro, all right.
I mean, that is true.
Bro,
but if you're speaking in generally...
Yeah, but like
the majority, no.
I mean... Of the younger kids. I mean, that's...
Like, your example holds weight, but it's like in 1 in 100. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not...
Hey, I don't know, and I don't... Well... I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not a behavioral scientist or whatever. I don't do these research.
Well, you can be though. If you really wanted to,
what I'm saying is not everybody's like that. Like, it doesn't matter. You can have any way of thinking. You can think something is one way
or another.
Whatever. Like, you can be like, oh man, this is how it is. Dude, somebody else could have the complete opposite way of thinking. Yeah. The same way you may think, hey man, I would never hurt anybody ever, bro. I don't have no reason to punch, to shoot, to nothing. Somebody else is thinking, man, let somebody run up on me. I just want to use this guy.
No, of course.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I mean. That doesn't just apply to like the man who wants to hurt somebody. That applies to everything.
But the majority is the rule. The majority rules, though, is what I'm saying. Like,
the majority is sheep.
But you can't deny that they still exist, though. Hey, you can't deny just because one guy.
Look.
You know, y'all both right.
It's cool. I know, but I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to end it for the longest, bro. I'm good.
But that's the funny shit, because that happens all the time. Both parties be right, but they
no, it's half truth. It's like things like these are half truths. And that's why I say find the truth. Because half truths, doesn't matter what you say. Like, it could be.
But then what is the truth in this situation?
The truth is the foundation. everything on from that foundation is half truth. It could be true to somebody, it could be false to somebody. Doesn't matter. But what's the basis? Like, what's the
I see. The truth is I'm right.
Dog, it is what it is, bro.
Get the hell out of the room. Unplug the mic. Take it with you.
The truth is the question, bro.
Like for us, man.
The hypothesis.
The truth shall set you free.
No, the problem statement.
The truth is the question.
I didn't take science in high school.
How do y'all? How would y'all say how would you say you have become or are becoming the best version of yourself? How do you do that?
Or you asking us as individuals, or like how does a person do it? Like how would a person go about it?
How would you say you do that? What ways? What things do you do? What things do you use? What things do you do to be the best version of yourself?
Just do what makes you happy. Whether it be you want to get in shape and you think that's going to make you happy, get in shape. Yeah. You want to watch a movie, you really love the Harry Potter series, watch the Harry Potter series. That makes you happy. Like, just do what makes you happy.
Yeah. And
you'll be the best version of yourself. You'll walk into a room and light it up because you're happy.
That's interesting. Wait, what happens when you're not happy though?
Then you're not the best version of yourself.
No, let's say you're I don't want to use an extreme example.
All right,
because I was gonna say your whole family died.
No, because let's say you get in shape, like you're sad or whatever, and you want to get in shape. You think getting in shape will make you happy. Now you're ripped up, 6-pack abs, chiseled, could do 1 million pull-ups, and you're still sad. Is that the best version of yourself?
Well, I mean, no one ever said being that is the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
In that bubble, would that be the best version of himself, even though he got like in shape? I don't.
It's on the individual. I'm saying in your terms, you know.
Yeah, I think you should be just be happy, bro. That's
do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Do what makes you. What about you, Ronaldo? And this is individual.
Yeah, like you.
Like,
right.
What things that you do or use, tools that you use or things that you do to be the best version of yourself.
I end the day off with a question. And I start the day off with a question. My question is this. To start, what can I do today that'll make me better than yesterday? And then I end it. Did I do what I was supposed to do today that made me better than yesterday? And that's it.
Yeah! Oh, God, I see the tiny. That was good though. That's really good questions to ponder on.
Because everything else is stupid. Look, here's what I mean.
That's not fair to say.
Here's what I mean. Here's what I mean by that. Because you can have a cajillion thoughts in a day of different shit that you want to do. You can have a cajillion thoughts in a day of different shit that you want to do. Doesn't mean that those things are going to come to fruition. Doesn't mean that you're going to if you're going to get a chance to do all of those things. So if let's say you have a list of 10 things and you complete 8 out of 10 and you miss 2.
Mm-hmm.
Are you unhappy at the fact that you didn't finish those 2 things that you had set up to do, the last 2 things?
It depends, because everything, let's say you have a to-do list, not all the things that those to-do and on that to-do list hold like the same amount of weight. Yeah. So what if those 2 things you didn't do were like the most important things you had to do that day? Then you wouldn't be. But like, let's say those 2 things were like, take out the trash and bathe my dog. Well, I can do it tomorrow. I'm cool with the 8 out of 10.
I mean, yeah, 80%.
But even if you did 1 or 2 or 3 of those things on that list, did it make you better than yesterday?
Yeah.
Because
That is true.
what I mean by that is, bro, time is whatever you believe time to be for you. You just said it earlier when I didn't know the podcast was running. You said it yourself. You said, yo, hey man, I spoke with a good friend of mine, and I told him, yo, this past week felt like
Oh, that wasn't recorded.
Yeah, that was recorded.
this past week felt like I didn't know when it started. This past week felt like
Surprise.
eternity.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And then he said, oh, the past few weeks or whatever felt like months. So time for you guys may have been extremely long because of whatever it was or whatever it is that you're dealing with. But for somebody else who's doing, some other things in their life, time may be going super fast or they may be incredibly present. And that all depends on whether or not they're doing what it is that they want to do. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Or on if you're awaiting something, or maybe if you're spending a lot of time over here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're here doing it, present, doing the things that you want to do in order to make your tomorrow
Better.
you know what I'm saying, lit.
Yeah.
Yo, if you keep on living like, all right, you know what? Yo, tomorrow, today I'm gonna do all of the things that I need to do in order to make tomorrow lit. And you keep on doing that every day. Keep on doing that. Doesn't matter. Don't think about no expiration date. Don't think about no end.
Yeah.
Keep on doing that every day. Eventually, bro, you're gonna be that dude. You won't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be that dude.
Something that I wanted to implement into me, like improving myself, would be getting into a routine, as in making one.
That would be my answer.
I've done it for the last couple of days, but going to sleep at the same time, waking up at the same time. Yeah, just doing that just makes you, because you know what you're doing with your time. Essentially, you have a certain time to do everything.
To be honest, that's optimal for your sleep and for your daily, whatever you're doing daily.
Yeah.
I mean, and it doesn't have to be early morning or it could be late at night waking up. But as long as it's a set schedule, your body,
It
your body likes that.
discipline.
I mean, not that, but your body itself, it's your body's based on it's not based, but it uses a 24. They call it circadian cycle, where let's say you start the day, right? You wake up at a certain time, so your body will know more than likely than not. As long as you got your 8 hours, or maybe 7, your body will naturally wake up at that time.
Yeah.
And by the time it comes for the nighttime or whatever time you're going to sleep, your melatonin levels rise as long as you're not using a lot of light and stuff like that, and it'll be ready for sleep.
That sleeping cycle stuff is very have you guys ever, let's say, woken up before your alarm clock rang? Let's say around 4:30.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm supposed to wake up at 6. I wake up at 4:30 and I'm completely energized. But you look at the clock and you're like, you know what? Let me go. I got an hour and a half more to sleep. Let me just go to sleep. Then I wake up at 6 and I'm drowsy. I'm drowsy. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
So I think that cycle thing really has an effect on.
That's so true, bro. Because what happened is you woke up and you were ready for the day, but then you went back to sleep, and that you made yourself groggy, like you said, bro.
So you slept another hour and a half. So now you gotta sleep another 6.5 hours to complete the cycle, essentially. That cycle. That's what I told you, Rojo, man. Come on, man. Sleep. Nah, I'm playing.
No, but like you said, to answer the question for me, I'd say routine, having a routine and waking up early. Well, for me, waking up early, but just waking up and getting at it. Whatever I'm doing that day, just trying to go at it with all I got. I get a workout in, and recently I've been doing a little meditation in the morning.
Oh, you said you've been doing what was it?
Mindfulness.
Mindful meditation.
Mindfulness meditation. Yeah, I'm at 3 weeks now. I'm working on to just make it daily.
But what is mindful meditation? Are you just focus on what's going on around you, like focusing on the sounds, like taking the sounds as they come, or sensations as they come?
Well, it depends. There's a few varieties, but the main gist of it is just focusing on one thing, usually your breath.
Yeah.
And not letting your mind wander. Or I mean, your mind's gonna wander, but you always bring it back to the thing you're focusing on, which usually, for me at least, is the breath.
Mm. And
So you sit there and you on the breath, right? You focus on the breath. Thoughts come in, and it's hard, bro. Like, and that's why I was always hesitant to do it, cause like the thoughts come and you just have to like let them go, and not entertain them. And even now, like sometimes I catch myself like thinking about some things like for longer, like getting lost in them a little bit. But then you redirect to your breath, and you just training your mind. It's like working out. They're like bench press or squats or any type of physical exercise. Like it requires that work.
when I meditated like last year. Rojo Renard, the you call him, he put me down. He put me on to meditate because I was like I was like real cloudy, like my headspace. Yeah. And I told him what I was going through and stuff. He was like, "You should meditate." So he mentioned meditation. So I meditated for like a week, and I was focusing on my breath. And it got to the point where I could feel the breath going into my body, into like and I felt the breath going into like my lungs. Like I don't know, it felt weird. But the reason I stopped meditating was because at night somebody recommended some sounds. So I looked it up on YouTube to sleep to. I tried it twice, and both times I woke up with a nightmare. But I'm like, what? The sounds were inducing nightmares, or like, I don't know. It was just a bad experience. What was the hertz? The sound? It's like a 357.
On 340.
340. I don't know.
There's hella hertz, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of hertz. Yeah.
No, but it was that one. It was 1-3 something. So I woke up in cold sweats, and I looked at the time, and I was like, bro, I only been asleep for 15 minutes. Nah, let me turn that off. I'm trying to get a good night's sleep.
I mean, that could have been a lot of things. But sleep is interesting.
If you play around with it, dog, you can find some really cool things.
Play around with what?
I can wake myself up out of dreams.
Play around with what? What are we playing around
What is it, lucid dream?
Play around with who you are, bro, with what you are,
bro.
Oh,
not in dreams?
Dog, it
Just
doesn't
matter.
matter, man.
What
It doesn't matter, bro.
What are you talking about? This back here, I know.
You can play through meditation, you can play through sleep, play with sleep, you can
play through everything.
Exercise.
Nah, I mean,
you can play with yourself.
You can really take your fucking consciousness on a journey, bro. You can go to different places, bro. That's all I got to say.
Is exercise a form of meditation? Because you're one with the body. When you're doing a bench press, you're breathing in and out, and you're like real.
I mean, it can be.
Or you just touch your titty.
No,
it can be. Go ahead. It can be. I'd say it can be, but I wouldn't say it's. I mean, if you listen to music, probably not. But it could be. Just how you do it.
That mirror meditation, I still do it from time to time. Well, I stopped, but I was still doing it. I did it today. Just looking in the mirror.
Y'all interested with the mirror meditation? No, it's not bad. It's just
no, you can look it up though.
Yeah,
it's an actual type of meditation where you just look at yourself and take yourself for who you are.
I heard Eli started it.
For real?
I
walked into a room. Eli was making out with his mirror reflection. You saw it, right?
But sir,
he was like, if it don't use tongue, it don't count. So
I was gonna ask y'all, you guys ever use basketball for meditation?
Like basketball, like to meditate?
Like playing, like not even like a game, but like shooting around.
I've seen, like, let's say I'm real down for the day, or like I'm kind of like out of it, sad or whatever, or like a lot of things are racing through my mind. Playing a game of basketball, a pickup game, gets me to not focus on that and like be in the moment. Like, oh, pass. Oh, dude, I'm gonna take a shot. Oh, make the cut. So I think it's a form of meditation because there's a meditation. What's the definition of meditation? Like the textbook definition.
I have no idea.
Like what is it supposed to do? Is it supposed to like calm you, get you aware, get you out like take yourself outside of like stresses?
I did. I looked it up, but I think it's whatever you want it to be.
Meditate on destroying the world
Wait.
with a brick. A brick of Keith.
Oh, I looked at mediation.
You feeling okay, man? It's actually me. We came here to talk to you, man.
Meditation. Damn, bro, I spelled meditation wrong.
I gotta get like Renan, man. Every time he laughed hard, but that man be crying. It's never it happened to me like once, man.
Bro, I can't spell meditation right.
But that's lit though.
Here we go. The action of or practice of meditating. That thing funny.
No, but I think anything that calms you or like brings clarity to your mind should be considered as
To
meditation.
think deeply or focus one's mind for a period of time, in silence or amid chatter or chanting, or with aid of chanting, for religious, spiritual, or a method of relaxation.
Because when we bought,
I would say, to be honest though, basketball helped a lot during college. I felt like whenever I was going through things, I'd go to the gym, and I wouldn't even play. Like I would just shoot around, just boom. It's like, is my life going to end? Like if I made it, good things were gonna happen. If I did it, I just shot again until I made it. But it was, I felt it was definitely liberating in a way. Cause it's like you're able to enter like a state of flow if you just. Because once you played enough, like you know
what to do. Second nature.
And yeah,
Dribble the ball, shoot it. Even if it doesn't go in.
I mean, you're doing it, but you know the moves already, so it's like a fluid motion.
What'd you say?
I said just shoot it, even if it doesn't go in. Like Renan.
How did you what's it? I always wanted to know, how did y'all get into basketball? I think I know how you know about it.
I used basketball.
Like, how did you get introduced to them?
We had a basketball court outside in Carol City, like in the street, and
Outside your house?
yeah, outside the house, like in the street, like it was in like outside of the gate on the street where we put like the one with water in the bottom with the base, like the one you had here. Yeah, we just play there. Like everybody in the neighborhood used to come and play there.
Oh, dang! So you had the whole neighborhood coming.
It got good.
How old were
It used to be big. I was like maybe 8, 9
Yeah, that's
when I first started.
That's when I started too.
And then when I got really more into it was in middle school when I was trying out for the basketball team, and my brother was trying to train me, and he would tell me, the only two things he was training me on was my free throw and shooting mid-range jump shots. Like he would just keep passing me.
Then he forgot.
No, that's it. And then I became a very good shooter.
That's
at my peak, because right now I'm not at my peak. You feel me? But at my peak, I was a very good
Peacock.
I was a very good shooter.
I got introduced by, I think I was like 8 or 9, and I came home one day and there was my dad had bought a basketball hoop.
It was making fun of you.
It was an official one. I don't know how, it was probably like 8 feet or 9 feet, and it was funny because like once it was set up, I was like at like the free throw line kind of, and my mom was like, "Oh, put it down," because he wasn't gonna do it. So, but then like I throw it up with both hands and I make it, and that was my introduction to basketball.
And what did your mom say when you made it?
She was like, I don't know. She was happy, I guess. She's like, "Oh wow."
No, never mind.
But that was my introduction, and then in elementary school I played for the team, and I just took a liking, especially to like dribbling, because you could dribble any ball, and that's what I would do. Like if I ever had a ball, I would just dribble it, especially a tennis ball. It was always fun because I was a pretty hyper kid.
I like basketball because I was always one of the shortest ones. For me, I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
So
That's it.
Every time I'll be on the court and I make a shot on somebody,
Bro.
I'll be like, hey man, you can't. Come on, man. Why you over here being 7 feet tall? And I just made a 3. I made a 3 on you.
Because it was in the pink, getting reboard.
It was funny. I mean, I was tall
So what you trying to
for
say?
elementary, but then the height didn't keep going, bro.
I was tall in elementary school too. I was lying. Like compared to the rest of the people, and then everybody just kept growing, and I grew a little bit, and I just stopped. 5 foot tall.
5'2".
No, I'm 5 feet, bro. Well, you got 5'2" from you making
Before
fun of me?
he 4'8".
So anyways,
How's he got
4'7" is officially a dwarf.
I used to stay in a duplex, but the duplex was filled with family.
I remember.
And the back of it
I was there.
was a half court. It was already, I don't know who did it. I think my old boy did it. Because when we was laying down, we and shit, like I was in the back where, when they was laying down the whole cement for the whole driveway and all that, they said, hey man, we gonna put a hoop. So they put a big ass like hoop shit.
Inside the cement?
Yeah, inside the cement, so it held it. And it was a nice ass hoop. And my brother would always play with his friends on the weekends. And I just watch. I was like young as hell, like 7, 8, 9, some shit. And I'd just be watching like, damn.
I wish I could play.
They moving fast. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna do this. And I would just go outside and shoot. I was a pretty good shooter, man. Pretty good shooter, bro. I had a small little boy. Never dribbled though, but.
Me, I was, the ball was big and it was hard to get in between my legs.
Yeah.
So I would only just shoot. I would never dribble, or dribble like a little bit and then just shoot. But I just putting it between my legs. It's kind of hard for me. I couldn't do splits like you.
I was doing split at 5 for the plate,
Man,
school plate.
If I wasn't chubby, I probably would have been really good. Cause I was chubby, so.
You was good in high school. When we used to play. You was good.
Yeah.
T-Bow.
But I would like, cause if
They call it
I wasn't chubby, if my dad was like the Serena Williams father, where he had me playing basketball every day.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Because they making a movie about Will Smith playing.
Yeah. Or like Tiger Woods daddy.
I remember
Every
that
day
day.
you out there playing.
I still remember that day like it was yesterday, but we was outside in the field. I think I was in 10th grade. Jason was in 9th. There was some dude. He played JV for the football team, and he thought he was the best, like the greatest player in the whole world.
I think it was Jaquan.
And then this man Jason was just a dude. It was his first year. He was in 9th grade. He bombed him, bro. Like the bomb, like. The dude was like, no, do it again, do it. And then it was just a T-Bow. I remember it like it was yesterday, boy.
That was good times. Good times. I know, but now you can catch it in the local YMCA playing ball.
You be playing the YMCA?
Do they have one now?
Yeah. They got boys and girls clubs and YMCAs. Or did YMCA turn into boys and girls club?
They got the girls club.
Yeah.
You signed up for the girls club.
I mean, I always wondered what it felt like to kiss a guy.
We're gonna do it here live. I think Bernard.
We gonna do it live. Live.
We're gonna do it here live.
We got the
Kobe. Oh, speaking of basketball, Kobe.
third best shooting guard to ever play the game.
Kobe, Dwayne Wade in front of him.
Yeah, I like Dwayne because I'm from Miami, man. 305.
Oh.
So that's
I don't
why.
know if I played Dwayne.
Dwayne Wade, the only thing that held him back, well, not the only thing, but the knees. He had to keep getting his knees drained over and over and over to like play at peak.
Did y'all ever model your game after anybody?
No.
No.
No, you didn't. For real? Like you weren't watching any athletes like, oh, I'm trying.
Maybe subconsciously, like I would see, because you can learn just by watching them play.
Yeah.
So maybe just subconsciously I picked up some tricks. Like randomly I started doing like a step back between the legs. Like I don't know who I got it from, but maybe I got it from a player. Like I just throw it between my legs and I step back. But I don't know from who.
I say when I was younger, I was trying to play like Rondo. I was trying to play like Rondo.
You did have that behind the back.
Yeah.
for no reason.
I was trying to play like Rondo when I was younger, and then like a little bit of Dwayne Wade, and then yeah, those were like the main influences. The main influences. Speaking of influences, what do y'all think about? No, I'm just, y'all have anything else y'all want to say? Anything y'all want to talk about?
I think this has been a good first try.
It's a wrap, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Today we had Max. Thank you for coming out, bro.
Mac Chi.
Mac Chi.
I'm on my cleanse from social media, so I haven't been on, but
Well,
I'll be.
it's a wrap, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Today we had Max. Thank you for coming out, bro.
Mac Chi.
Mac Chi.
I'm on my cleanse from social media, so I haven't been on, but
Well,
I'll be back soon.
they'll be back soon. He'll be back soon.
And then fly mode, this fly back soon.
They'll be back soon. He'll be back soon.
And then fly mode, this fly.
Now I gotta edit it. But alright, y'all, take care. I hope you enjoyed the video. No, but if you enjoyed, like it. If you didn't, don't like it, hate, say something in the comments. Say you hate me, you hate him, you hate somebody. Just do it, alright? Just do something. You know, enjoy your life. Have a good day.
Who did you point at?
Him.
Oh, you hate me? Well, I don't give a damn. And if you do, leave a comment. Tell me how much you do, so I can read it before I go to sleep and then think about it all night long and shit. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Fuck.
That